no judgment zone. And it's all about just being you and being free, being natural.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Be Natural Show, where we are real, honest, and natural. I forgot the theme already, but anyway. So today, guys, what do you have planned for the weekend? Anybody doing anything special, fun?
Well, we'll
It's not
step out. But nothing, not nothing special. Me and my husband will step out and go downtown and see if we got a few things going on down there and just walk around and then probably grab lunch or whatever. And just be out for this evening.
What about y'all, Keisha and Veronica?
I'm going to work later on tonight.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Sounds interesting. Good, cool. Ronnie, you don't look like, I'm sorry.
As soon as I leave the studio, I will be going to help hubby and baby boy paint the deck. Now, nobody can be doing that.
So what studio you in?
I am at the Be Natural studio.
And then why you in there? We not in there.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out, you know. I mean, your studio look way different from mine. I mean, are we in different green rooms? Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's still a pandemic. I got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what y'all drinking on?
Well, I'm drinking hot chocolate. Do y'all see the name?
Veronica.
See that name?
Can
you
Can't
see
it?
She said she can't see
it. You know, you're always gonna have some haters. What that say? Veronica drinking on hot chocolate, baby.
Okay.
It's hot Saturday.
Ooh.
Exactly. Gonna blow up. Because it's hot outside.
So hot. It's supposed to be 87 degrees here in Macon, Georgia.
So
it's hot.
Well, I got some.
It'll be 84 here, so it's pretty warm.
I know it's nice. It'll be a nice out and paint the deck.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got some ginger turmeric tea to help boost my immune system.
Gotcha.
The way stuff is around here.
Well, I have a good old Sprite.
Wait a minute. Who phone that is?
That's mine. Sorry, y'all. Hold on.
Vernice, you got anything in that cup? You were talking about some stuff you had in that cup earlier. I ain't gonna say
I finished that off. I just had to get some water and that is
okay.
had to go down.
So it's gonna be an
I had
interesting
to cap it off with some water. I'm good now.
show. Well, this is gonna be an interesting show then. All right, y'all. So today's topic is family versus kinfolk.
Well, first of all, can you introduce me first? I just got to be
Not
introduced.
really. You already introduced yourself.
No, I just.
Yes, you did. You really did.
But she ain't introduced me.
Okay,
No need.
let's start the introductions. The same people to be on here all the time, but anyway, let's start.
Exactly.
We have Keisha Johnson,
Hello.
Veronica Battle,
Boo.
Ray Johnson, and me, Chandra. Hi, everybody. The same people to be on the thing all the time. Okay. Ronnie, do you have any Lady Taj attire?
I am glad you asked. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with these folks today. I'm just gonna sit down. But I'm glad you asked. I have on a black high-low top with some ruffled cheetah pants. This is the high-low top. It's high in the front, come down very long in the back. And here's my cheetah pants.
Don't fall.
I got my stability.
You know what? I like that necklace. Is that necklace Lady Taj?
That's what
No,
I told I know that necklace.
No, the necklace is, I do not own the rights to this necklace. This is Sassy Jones.
Okay.
So she has a website, sassyjones.com.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for
Oh.
giving her that plug.
But it looks good with your outfit, sister.
Thank y'all.
Her that plug.
Compliment the outfit.
Public service announcement. We will not be doing any more free advertisement. If you would like to mention your business on our video, please reach out to us and we'll let you know how much that costs. All right, so moving right along.
Ooh.
She got you, Keisha, while you've been asking, is that Lady Tom? She got you.
She got you with this
Oh,
Lady Tom. That means you need to cut us a check.
Are you Sassy Jones?
No, but Keisha one who
okay.
is that
I
Lady
did ask about the necklace, but you know, we shouldn't be giving free advertising to Lady Taj either. We need to be getting a check.
Well, we'll let Lady Taj go because she's a panelist. But other folks, yeah, you're going to have to send us some money if you want some advertisement.
Thank you, host. Thank you.
All right.
Let's talk about the subject today, ladies. Family versus kinfolk. So I'm reading this. I ain't remember this. I ain't come up with this. Family is defined by a group of people related to one another by blood. So what makes kinfolk different than family, in your opinion? Keisha?
Well, kinfolk could be just, you know, your I guess you would say like people that you're close to, but you're not related to by blood. Like that's your friend. It could be, you know, could be, you know, your godchild. I mean, you're not related to them by blood, but you know, they are the people that are most close to you. That's what I would think. You know, because Veronica is my kinfolk.
I thought Veronica was your family.
Yeah, she is. Sometimes, you know, sometimes she be on the kinfolk level, chat. Distant kinfolk. Okay. Distant relative.
Not distant.
Distant.
Okay.
All the way down now.
She put you out there to feel right.
Yeah. Look, Vernice and Chandra, make sure she keep that as a distance. Anytime that she need any favor, go is that a distance, baby? Go down to the field and get it. Is that a distance?
So what is y'all relationship, Keisha? I'm just interested to know. What's your relationship?
She is my distant great aunt.
Yes.
I didn't feel great on it. She had,
you know, she way down the line. I think she got number 6. Mm-hmm. But she's actually though my mom's sister, her youngest sister.
Don't forget the youngest sister.
Youngest. I mean, you only got one more in front of you. It's okay.
So I ain't gonna mention that. So unfortunately, there are some people out there I can't relate, but there's some people who don't have good relationships with their family at all. So in your opinion, Ronnie, what makes for, if you had a person that's not related to you by blood, but you call them family, for you, what makes them family if they're not related by blood?
With me, what made family is when we've been there together. You know what I'm saying? Like through the thick and the thin, you know, we've been with each other, you know, like to me, you and Vernice, we actually been through, you know, through all the traumas in each other's lives, even the good, the happy, the bad, the sad. We have actually still, this is 40 plus years of actually friendship.
Right.
So, you know, through it all, I feel like we, you know, we still hung in there, still 10-toe down, baby. So
yeah.
I say that's, to me, I consider y'all really for real family. I honestly do.
You gonna make me tear up.
Oh,
I mean, to be honest, I really can, even though we're not, neither of us are living in the same city and state. You and I don't live in the same state, but Vernie, but I must say we're still connected and we still be there for each other when it need be.
Right.
You know, we when it need be. So, you know, I can call on y'all. I really can.
Yeah, and I think what some people have to deal with is that they don't have family, immediate family that they can go to and they feel like will be there for them. So they make other people their family when they're not, and that's okay. I mean, and you got to be okay with, if you don't have a good relationship with your mother and it's a long standing thing and you tried to get along with your mom, let's say, and you just don't, and you meet someone else that comes into your life and they're like a mother figure to you, it's okay for you to have a relationship with that person as a mother figure. And you have to let go of the hurt that you have when you don't have a relationship with your own mother, per se. I know some people that I've talked to, and I didn't experience this growing up, so it's hard for me to relate to them, but I feel for them when they say, you know, they don't have relationship with people who you would think would be close to them, like their immediate family, because they just don't get along for whatever reasons. But Vernice, what do you think? Let's just say what I just gave an example of, someone who doesn't have a good relationship with their mother and they talk to you about it. What would you suggest they do to try to mend that relationship? Or should they even try to mend the relationship?
Oh, yeah, they should. I mean, that's the mother, first of all. They should honor her and, I mean, go to her and explain what happened, what made them upset or whatever, and talk to her and just say what happened so they can get it, both of them can get an understanding, you know. And so she would know, because maybe something happened or something that was said that she didn't quite understand, or the person didn't quite understand. And you know, come to some agreement so you can hash it, because you know you shouldn't hate your parents or just hate anybody. So you all need to squash that, and let's get this thing to an agreement and an understanding so we can go back to loving each other and being for each other, and let's just talk to each other.
Yeah, so I was watching an episode of, have y'all ever seen that show with China? The one that had a baby with Rob. Did y'all see the episode where her and her mama got into a fight? Wasn't that crazy? That to me was the craziest thing with her and her mother. And I never seen people fight like that. Not with your mother. They were like shoes and throwing chairs. And so a person like that, I don't know if you saw that one, Bernice, but what do you guys think? A person like that, where your mother is literally for real fighting with you, throwing stuff at you. Are you going to try to mend that, or you just walk away and say, you know what, this is way too much. This is too toxic. I can't do it.
Well, we need help then. We need therapy. We need something.
The police.
We need the police, but even beyond the police, we still need some type of therapy or something to get this thing under control. Because it should, like you said, it shouldn't be that way. That's your mother. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I seen that episode because I kind of really stopped watching her after a while. Like I think I maybe looked at 2 episodes, then it was too much for me. So then I just stopped watching it. And I like reality TV, but that was just too much. But I think like her mom and her is, I don't know if her mom just kind of see her like a friend. It's like, she don't want to be the adult. You know what I'm saying? It's like her mom is, she come across as she's almost like China's sister, but she's not. She the mom, So I think when they have relationships like that, where the parent feel like, they sister, they kind of grew up with them, it's a total different, it's a total different vibe. I mean, I don't like it, but some people, that's just what they live in. That's the dysfunction that they live in, and they think it's normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do think it's normal. And I've seen that episode and some more episodes where they come back together, they cool for a little while, and then something else happened and they fighting again. And I know you try to do all you can to try to mend a relationship, but I think a relationship like that, I don't know if I would keep trying to mend that if it's getting to the point where we getting physical. And if we trying and it's just not happen, I think I would, after a while, I'll probably be okay with, me and my mother. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a good relationship. So I'm going to have to let it go because, with these hands, I don't want to put these hands on nobody. I put my hands on somebody, I'm going to knock somebody out. And I don't want to do that. So,
yeah, Chandra.
For them, I have to walk away. For them.
Mm-hmm.
But
so that's it became part of a norm for them though. So they used to it, where we look at it and be like, nah, it ain't even worth it. But I mean, it's a norm for them. And then plus they trying to boost ratings. But probably it still is a norm for them though. That's how they normally act. This is our family dynamic, and hey.
The thing is, I think it's still from, as a little child, because I don't know how she was treated with how the mama treated her or whatever. I don't know, but I think a lot of it still as a little child to the point where she don't have respect, period. Because I have seen people, parents have been friends with their child, with their daughter, but the daughter still have that respect for their mother to still know, okay, you're mom. And it's a line I still have to draw, but we can still be friends. We mother and daughter friends, we still can be that, but it's still a certain line. And I think all of that is still when you're a child, because I know for a fact, Vernice and Chandra, we knew we had the sweetest mom personality. Our moms was the bomb.com, but we knew it was a line we is not going to cross.
Right.
Right.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it instilled as a child for that, but it is a lot of mothers and daughters, and then you got fathers and sons, then you got mothers and sons that really not getting along, and they constantly fighting and all that carrying on. But you know, again, like I say, it goes in, you know, as a child, and we as parents try to be good. We thinking we're good parents. We try to do the best that we know how, you know, because everybody, you know, they raise their child totally different, but we try to do, I know I do, I try to do the best that I think that is good for them. And it may not be, I don't know. I just be praying that I'm doing right by them, but I, you know, hope so.
Right. So for anybody,
I'm so sorry. Something happened. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So for anyone to answer, if something, don't give no names or relationships, Ronnie, you, apart from mother-daughter or mother-child relationships, if you don't have the kind of relationship you want with someone in your life that's considered family, what is your part in the break that relationship?
Okay, you said what's your part in the what now?
In the breakdown of the relationship. Let me give an example. So you've ever been in a relationship and it didn't last. And once you get out of the relationship, you realize I should have did this more. I should have called more. I should have done this. So have you guys ever been in, do you have a relationship right now with your family member that is kind of toxic? It's not going the way you want. What is your part in that? And what could you do better to try to mend that relationship? Now, if you ain't got no part, you don't, you know, all your relationships are perfect. That's
of course not.
Well, yeah.
But
Well,
you wanna,
I mean, I think, I always think it's the other person because, I mean, I don't know what they want from it. I come to you like I come to you, I try to come to you very respectful. I'm a very respectful person. I'm very likable, lovable. Veronica can attest to that while she looking crazy. But I don't, I really don't have, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't have any, I just try to address it. It was one incident. Now, but we cool. Yeah, we cool.
well, I'll give my own testimony. I'll give my own testimony because there are relationships in my family that are not as strong. But when I sit back and examine, I do have to say, okay, so you talk about they don't call you, but you don't call them. Okay. So you talk about you don't get invited to their house, but you don't invite them to your house. So in other words, that's my,
gotcha.
I'm in the wrong. Because I'm talking about this relationship ain't strong as it should be, but then I have to look at myself and say, well, what part are you playing in that? So that's what I meant by,
right.
But
I agree.
Keisha got all her relationships on point.
I mean, so far, really though, to be honest, so far I'm straight because, I will sit back and self-evaluate, but, on that one particular instance, they were just trying to be, how everybody get behind the keyboard. Well, not everybody, but some people get behind the keyboard and, but, God bless them, it's just, I mean, I'm still, I'm gonna come in love. You may not like the love, but I'm gonna come in love.
And I do have a family member, Chandra, that's because she said don't say no name, Ronnie. So that's why I said Chandra. I do that. The relationship seems, and I still call them family, even though they're not biological family. But I still call them, it's still part of the family. But again, that is not on point. And yes, in the past, when there's, up and down roller coaster and going up the hill, down the mountain, and we floating on water in 1 minute. So yeah, walking, we doing it all. 1 minute, yeah, the relationship was, and I did sit back and examine myself and say, okay, what is it that I'm doing wrong that I may need to do different and come better? And when I did that and realized it was better for a moment, but then all of a sudden, as of last month, it wasn't better. So again, I would not continue, because I give people chances and chances and chances and chances and chances and chances. I really do. Because I always think of, I don't know what they're thinking at that time. I try to look at it like that. I don't know what they're thinking at the time. And maybe I did come off wrong. Maybe I did think that. And some of the stuff, it was on me. And which I went and apologized. I repented to him, wholeheartedly. Because some of it was on me, because it was something that was brand new. I'm used to everybody together, the whole family. When you saw one, I'm used to everybody. Everybody come together. I wasn't used to this division, this one here, and then that. I wasn't used to that. I'm used to we all come together. Even Joe from my oldest sister, I'm used to her and her family. They come down, we all together. And that's what I'm used to. And I try to include this one person into the fold with everybody. Come on, we all do it together. So I wasn't leaving her out. She thought I did, but I wasn't. So again, but now my hands washed off of it. It's like, it is what it is. We finna move on. And I have went to God, what is it something that I did and he ain't answered? And he said, no, you perfect to me, baby. I said, okay, thank you. We done. Because see, I'm God's favorite child.
We know God ain't told you that. God ain't told
I'm his favorite child. You tell me that all the time. You tell me all the time.
You from?
Well,
no. He tell me all the time. I'm his favorite.
Well, excuse me. Well, there have been an incident here, and my family, we're not all together. What I'm saying, not all together. We're not all in the same state. So sometimes I get a phone call from here, there, text from here, there, saying different things. I'm like, well, wait a minute. So everybody have different opinions on this situation. And I'm like, okay, somebody saying, well, I told you this and he said this. Now I'm like, wait. I got to thinking. I said, well, look, one way we can do is like what we're doing now. Let's get everybody on the phone at one time and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Okay. Everybody be on the same page. I said, that's one way we can do. I said, so, because I want to hear what everybody have to say together on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't want to text here. I want to text from there. And I don't want to hear what she said this, he said, no, we're going to settle this now on the phone. And that's what we did. And we got all together on the phone. We came to a conclusion and it worked out. So, it did. We did better. So, hey, it worked out for the best. So thank God for that. So we squashed that little idea, came to an agreement on what we could do. So that's how we worked at that particular situation.
Okay, good. Well, so what do you guys think about the concept that today, not just families, but people are just not as close as they used to be? Back in the day, families used to be close. They get together every Sunday and they have Sunday dinner after church, and that was a thing. everybody met at grandma's house and we all got together. Now everybody is so busy and everyone is doing their own life and their own thing that that's not a big of a deal in some families as it used to be. And I think, in my opinion, that may stem from, as a society, people just don't seem as they are as caring and compassionate as they used to be towards one another. So what do you guys think about that? And do you think that has any bearing on families and how they don't seem as close-knit anymore? Or is it just busy? Everybody's busy? Or is it just, I think everybody's just doing their own thing? Or could it be just a lack of compassion for each other?
I think everybody's just doing their own thing because you got, for instance, like Trey, he's married, so, and he have to do things with his wife and her family. Mm-hmm. So I can't monopolize all their time. Right. And so usually before COVID hit, we would go out and eat after church on Sundays. It'd be me and Keisha, Vicky, and Justin and Jaren. That's about it. And sometimes Trey and his wife would come, and the kids, they will come with us, but they didn't come every Sunday. So I already know that even come to holidays, I know he now has his own family and their own tradition. So you got, nieces and nephews now for when, because when I was growing up, Nita and everybody, Keisha mom and everybody, they came to my mama's house. And you include me to eat every Sunday because she literally cooked big every Sunday. But as time move on, everybody's growing up and now getting their own lives. And when my dad passed, my mama stopped cooking like that on Sunday. So we started going out. But everybody now is growing up, got kids, getting their own life. So I'm thinking that, everybody now just doing their own thing. Not that they lack of compassion. It's like busy is one of them because, they, like I say, they're working, got their own family. And, everybody now is just pretty much the nieces and the nephews doing their own thing. Well, we still solid, because we, like you say, because I think of that still sometimes, be like, oh, I remember the day. I even remember when my grandma used to go down to the country at least once a month and eat down there. I remember all of that. And I be thinking about it from time to time. But, now I'm one of the grandchildren. I'm grown, got my own family. So I probably wouldn't even be able to still do that tradition once a month to go see grandma. Not that the compassion gone from her, but I just probably wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay. And I don't think it's just the family. Like I said, I think it's the society because people don't communicate anymore. They don't check on each other. This technology to me has, I don't want to say messed up, but people think if I can just send you a text and say, how you doing, that's enough. People don't visit each other anymore. They don't talk on the phone no more. They just want to send a text and that's it. To take it even further out, people don't know their neighbors anymore. You don't know nothing about the person that lives next door to you because people just, I just think as a society, people as a whole are not as close because I'm going to say it honestly, I think people are just selfish and they think about their life and care about their life. And they just have gotten to the point where they don't care about other people like it used to be. Because it used to be back in the day, it wasn't that way. People seem to be closer. Like growing up next to you, I knew your mama, I knew all your sisters, I knew your daddy, I knew next door to you, I knew all the people down the street. But now in days, people, that people don't know each other. I don't know either one of my neighbors name that live right next door to me. I don't know nothing about anybody. And I just think it's been a change in the way that people think. I hate to say selfish like it's in a bad way, but what I mean is people are okay with their own family, their own immediate family, and they have just grown away from caring about everybody else that's in the family. That's my little bitty opinion.
No, it's a little different.
But you know what? That's
It's
true.
a
That
little
makes
different.
sense.
Yeah. So
That's true. That do make sense. That makes sense that, you're right, that people, now just getting with their own little family and feel like they just content. But then I think too, that's true. But I also think too, that a lot of people, so much, really be going on. Some folks act like they don't want to be bothered with you, to be honest now. That nobody is as neighborly as they were, when we was growing up, and saying, no one is as neighborly now. It's like, you do your own thing, we do our own thing, we'll speak in the yard, hey, how you doing? And go on in. And that's about it. So you're right.
Well, it's been a little different for me. That's true. Your back then you was close knit family, your grandmother and all that. But see, all those people in my family have died. They've gone away now. So, like my mother used to say, time brings about changes, and it does.
That's true.
And
that's true.
And now we are to ourselves, and we do things the way we do them nowadays. But we've been blessed to have good neighbors wherever we move. I said we was in Georgia. I had a good neighbor. They would come over, and I mean, if they saw something strange or weird, they'd come up. What's going on? You okay? I had those kind of neighbors. Good. I appreciate it. And like even here, my neighbors, we have mixed neighbors. But even they still come over. If they know we're going out of town, they're like, I get your mail for you. And and they even took the trash down for me. And and we have new neighbors, and we have met each other. So we do know, at least know your name, And across the street directly from us, I know them. We know, we speak, we talk a little bit. So thank God, wherever I've been, we've had good neighbors. Even when I was in Atlanta, the lady, she used to, anybody came down the house, she would be like, Bernice and Dorinza. She told us what he had on. He knocked at the front door. He went to the back door and knocked, and I came by there and I told him, look, they ain't home. What you want? And so she did. She really did. But I'm not saying this to be, I hope you don't look at this different. I'm just saying she was white. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm just saying, I'm not being judgmental, I'm just saying that's, but she was really, really a nice lady, real nice. She was just down to earth type of person. She just didn't have the, all this, I didn't consider this prejudice in, I just didn't. And so she was just down to earth. I was the same way to her. We was the same way to them. And so, so it's a little different for me.
That's good. I'm glad you had that experience.
So on that subject, though, you can look at the other side of the spectrum, that it's people that's always around their family. Even if they do have another family, even if they are married with kids, they still, gonna hang around their cousin, Ray and everybody else. They ride them more so than they is their own family, their own personal family. So then, you have to, you could go on that end of the spectrum too. Like, okay, is it too much time? Do you spend too much time with your extended? Well, I guess when you married to somebody else, then the other people become your extended family versus your immediate family. Your immediate family becomes whoever you married to, and then your kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think with COVID, of course, a lot of families did get separated. But then, I mean, you do have in between, you got people that, are busy and don't hang around family as much. And then you got people that hang around family every single day. So,
Right.
That's true. That's true.
All right, ladies. Well, we are out of time today. Thank you, everybody, for your opinion on this topic. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Please like, share the video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we will see you next time on the next episode of the Be Natural Show. Bye-bye.
Bye.